It finished Wimborne Town 2, Abingdon United 2 here at Cuthbury this afternoon. But this was a game Wimborne certainly could have and very probably should have won. With Jamie Davidson unavailable, manager Steve Cuss stuck with the 4-3-3 formation that worked out so well against Weymouth at Hamworthy on Wednesday night, bringing in Tom Jeffs for Jamie. But it was Abingdon that got off to the better start and went ahead after only 8 minutes when a long ball Jason Harville and Evans went up for a long ball, and the ball ended up in the back of the net. Carl Evans been given the credit. There were claims for a free kick, but I couldn't see whether it was or not. That set back Wimborne a little bit, but on 27 minutes Tom Jeffs has an excellent chance from the corner of the 6-yard area, but his shot went wide. But only 3 minutes later John Blake equalised for the Magpies. A Mickey Hubbard free kick on the left was held up while the referee booked the Abingdon left back Halliday for having words with the official. But when Mickey Hubbard launched the free kick over, there was John Blake at the far post to rise imperiously and head strongly into the net to make it 1-1. Wimborne were on top for the rest of the half, but that was the score at half time. Second half, Abingdon had a chance early on, but then it was mostly Wimborne. John Blake was absolutely magnificent to set up a scoring opportunity for a shooting chance for Tom Jeffs, but it was deflected wide. But nevertheless, Abingdon still looked dangerous on the break, with Wimborne's centre of defence looking slightly more vulnerable than they have done of late. In 56 minutes, Abingdon United keeper was happy to fall on the ball following a goal-mouth scramble, which looked as if it was going to result in a goal for Wimborne. But then on 61 minutes, probably the best move of the game, should really have seen the Magpies take the lead. John Blake won the ball well. His lovely ball to Matt Kemble out on the right wing was swept into the middle, and there was Steve Smith, whose shot was palmed against the post by the goalkeeper. Best bit of play in the game. Tom Jeffs went off on 70 minutes to be replaced by Aidan Sainsbury, and then 1 minute later Abingdon United went down to 10 men, Captain Gareth Thomas being red carded for denying George Webb a goal scoring opportunity just outside the box. Nothing came of that free kick, but 3 minutes later Wimborne take the lead. The corner was cleared, and when the cross came back in, the Abingdon United defender was adjudged to have handballed it. The referee pointed to the spot, and Mickey Hubbard made his usual excellent contribution by putting the ball just inside the keeper's right hand post. So 2-1 up with 19 minutes to go against 10 men. This should have been Wimborne's game for the taking, but it wasn't, and with about 9 minutes to go, it was Abingdon who got the next goal. A lovely ball out to the right wing, found the right winger who took it to the byline, cut it across, and there was Carl Evans on the far post, step inside the defender and shoot inside Jason Harville's right hand post to make it 2-2. There was still time for a number of chances at the other end, and Steve Smith will surely think he should have done better when he was faced with the goalkeeper and lobbed it over him from about 15 yards, but the ball went over the bar as well. Finally, on the first minute of added time, the referee decided he'd had enough of the Abingdon left back Kevin Halliday, gave him his second yellow, and that was Abingdon's second sending off of the game. The referee played 6 minutes added time, during which time there was Wimborne had even more chances, but to Abingdon's credit, the defenders threw themselves in the way of shots and they were cleared. Looking back at the game, Abingdon will probably say they deserved a point for it from the game, and it's hard to argue with that really. They rode their luck at times at the back, but they broke well and they had a bit of pace up front, and they looked a bit dangerous when they got the ball up there. Wimborne, though, will surely think they should have won. They had enough chances to win a couple of games, and this lack of ability to convert chances into goals will be giving Steve Cuss sleepless nights, I would think. George Webb had his best game for a number of weeks and was adjudged man of the match. The other contenders, as usual, John Blake and Scott Arnold had a very good game as well. Next up for Wimborne, it's the long trip to Evesham next Tuesday. The coach leaves Wimborne at 2:15, and we hope to see you. And I'm joined by Steve Cuss after the day's 2-2 draw with Abingdon. Steve, I said in my summary that this was a game Wimborne certainly could have and probably should have won.
Yeah, if you look at the circumstances, we probably should have won. I think it feels like a defeat in there because at 2-1 up against 10 men, we should have saw the game out. And I've said that to the boys in there. We should have been more clinical. We shouldn't have given them a chance on go, and they've taken that one chance that they had, towards the end there. So disappointing that we didn't go on and get the 3 points after. It was a difficult start for us. We had to battle hard to get back into the game. It's just disappointing we didn't see it through.
Jamie Davidson unavailable for today, but you stuck with a formation that did well on Wednesday.
Yeah, well, we did well on it on Wednesday, so exactly that thoughts was to go out there and try and be positive, certainly at home. Keep the attacking players on the pitch and see if we can get some goals. Goals have been a short supply for us of late. Obviously the goal that we conceded in the first 10 minutes set us back a little bit, but fair play to the players in there. We kept on going and got back up. It's just that disappointing that we didn't see it through.
And yet again, we're making the chances but not converting them. That must be giving you sleepless nights, I said earlier.
Yeah, it's strange how the season's gone. At the start of the season we were free-flowing, scoring goals, but probably letting a few in as well. At the moment we've stopped conceding goals, although we've got there in 2 today. We've stopped conceding them of late in the last few games, but struggling to score. So we're trying to find that right balance, and we'll continue to work hard and try and get that right balance. But it was just disappointing today. Probably the one that bounced off the bar was unlucky for Steve, which would have put us 3-1 up. Yeah. And then obviously Steve hit the post as well, so a little bit unlucky, and those things happen to you at the course of the season.
Yeah. On a positive note, I thought George Webb had his best game for a while, picking up second balls, finding lots of space in midfield. Yeah,
I think the system again benefits George, that he can find little areas to try and play in. His final ball in today was a lot better. So yeah, we're pleased with George, and there were some good performances out there. It was just disappointing that we didn't see it through.
Tom Jeffs took a nasty knock in the face late in the first half. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's okay. He's okay. It was a nasty knock to the face, and obviously we got a free kick for it. So it was interesting, that from that point of view, that what the referee thought it was a free kick for, but it just didn't quite happen for us going forward. So you can see we're all frustrated today that we didn't quite get our 3 points at home.
Yeah, long trip to Evesham on Tuesday. Nathan Pepper-Annan fit for that one?
Yeah, he's fit. He was fit and available today, but obviously Sean came in on Wednesday and played very well. And that's the policy we've got here. If you play well and perform well, then you keep your shirt. And Sean keeps his shirt for today's match. And it was unfortunate on Nathan because he got injured in the warm-up, but Sean deserved to play today, and again was impressive.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Thanks. Cheers.